Stop scrolling. Stop everything you are doing right now. This is not just another message on your screen. This is not random content that appeared by chance. This is a divine interruption, a holy moment arranged by heaven itself. And you must listen to me now. My beloved child, pause. Do not tell yourself you will return later. Do not convince yourself this is for someone else. Do not dismiss what you are about to hear. I am Jesus, and I am speaking directly to you with an urgency that comes from the throne of heaven. This very second was written into eternity before the world knew your name. Listen to me carefully. This message was not released into the world for everyone to hear. Many will pass by it without understanding. Many will scroll past without feeling the weight of it. Many will ignore it without recognizing its significance. But you are here because your spirit was drawn. Because your heart is searching even when your mind feels tired. Because heaven chose this exact moment to reach you. This is not coincidence. This is divine appointment. Before you took your first breath, before your heart learned disappointment, before your soul carried questions too heavy to speak aloud, I knew this meeting would happen. I knew you would be here, in this moment. Reading these words, standing at a threshold you may not even realize exists. Do not turn away. Do not leave. Do not ignore what I am about to tell you. Time matters here. Your soul matters here. And I need you to listen as quickly and as carefully as you can, because what I am about to reveal cannot wait. There are doors that open only when you listen, when you stay, when you trust me enough to remain even when your mind wants to rush ahead. If you walk away now, something important will be delayed. Not taken from you forever, but delayed. Feeling you have been waiting for. Clarity you have been praying for. Direction you have been begging me to show you. Breakthrough you have been crying for in the darkness. This is a serious alert from heaven. Angels are present right now, watching, waiting, recording this moment in eternity. What happens in the next few minutes matters more than you understand. I am not trying to frighten you, my child. I am trying to awaken you. There are seasons where timing matters more than comfort. And this is one of those seasons. There are moments that shape everything that follows. And this is one of those moments. Heaven has interrupted your path because you are standing closer to transformation than you realize. And I will not let you miss it. My precious child, I need you to hear this clearly. I see you. I see your heart when it is overwhelmed and quiet at the same time. I see the tears you wipe away quickly, so no one asks questions you do not know how to answer. I see the exhaustion that sleep does not fix. The confusion that prayer sometimes feels like it is not touched. I have watched you wake up dreading another day. I have felt the heaviness you carry before your feet even touch the floor. I have heard you whisper, "I cannot do this anymore," when you thought no one was listening. I have seen you smile for others while your heart was breaking inside. I have watched you give to everyone else while you yourself were empty. Nothing about you is hidden from me. Nothing about your struggle has come unnoticed. I am not distant from your pain. I am not unaware of your questions. I am not impatient with your process. I saw you before you were broken. Before your heart learned how to protect itself, before your mind learned to replay pain, before your soul learned the language of disappointment. I knew you. I knew you not as you see yourself now, but as I formed you, before you were born, before your name was spoken by human lips, before the world placed expectations on you. I held you in my knowing. I did not discover you later. I did not come to understand you after you failed or suffered. I knew you completely from the beginning. I saw the tenderness of your spirit before life hardened parts of you. I saw the joy you carried before sorrow interrupted it. I saw the courage within you before fear tried to convince you that you were weak. When I formed you, I did so with intention. Every detail of your heart, every depth of your emotion, every sensitivity you sometimes wish you did not have, I placed there. I knew how deeply you would feel things. I knew how much words would affect you. I knew how strongly you would love. And I also knew how deeply that love could wound you when it was not returned or protected. The world may have treated your softness as a weakness, but I saw it as a capacity for great love and understanding. Long before pain touched you, I saw the strength that would be required to survive what you would face, and I placed that strength within you quietly, faithfully, patiently. My child, I have seen the nights when your tears soaked the pillow. I watched as you cried alone in the dark, feeling like no one understood. I felt your longing for someone who would see you without judgment. I heard you whisper, "Does anyone truly care?" When the silence became too heavy to bear. I have watched you sit alone, surrounded by the noise of your phone, scrolling through images of others seemingly happy and connected while you felt invisible. I saw you wonder if anyone would miss you if you disappeared. I felt your struggle to believe you mattered, to believe your presence made a difference, to believe you were more than an afterthought. I have seen your loneliness that cannot be fixed by being around people. I watched you feel alone in a crowded room. I felt your heart ache for connection that went deeper than surface conversations. I heard you long for someone who would understand without you having to explain everything. I have witnessed the moment when someone you trusted shattered your heart. I saw how their words cut deeper than any blade. I watched you replay those moments, wondering what you did wrong, questioning if you were worthy of loyalty. I felt your struggle to trust again, the walls you built to protect yourself from further pain. I have seen you give your heart fully only to have it handed back broken. I watched you pour love into people who could not receive it. I felt your confusion when your best was treated as not enough. I heard you wonder if you were too much or not enough, too sensitive or too distant. I have watched you battle with silence when you prayed. I saw you kneel in desperation, pouring out your heart, begging for answers. I felt your frustration when heaven seemed quiet. I heard you wonder if I was listening, if I cared, if your prayers even reached beyond the ceiling. I have seen you wait for breakthrough that has not come. I watched you believe for healing that seems delayed. I felt your disappointment when doors remained closed. I heard you question if you misheard my voice, if you were doing something wrong, if you were being punished for failures you could not identify. I have witnessed your financial stress that steals your sleep. I saw you awake at night, calculating and recalculating, trying to figure out how the numbers will work. I watched you open bills with trembling hands. I felt your shame when you could not provide what you wanted to give. I heard you wonder if breakthrough would ever come, if you would ever experience relief. I have seen you exhausted from carrying weight you were never meant to bear alone. I watched you try to be strong for everyone else while falling apart inside. I felt the pressure you put on yourself to have all the answers, to never show weakness, to keep pushing no matter how tired you became. I have seen you question your worth. I watched as you measured yourself against others and felt you came up short. I felt your shame over mistakes you could not undo. I heard you believe the lies that told you that you were damaged, disqualified, too broken to be used, too flawed to be loved. I have watched you struggle with relationships that drain you. I saw you give and give until you had nothing left, yet still feel guilty for not giving more. I felt your confusion when people took your kindness for weakness. I heard you wonder why healthy boundaries felt so difficult to maintain, why saying no felt like betrayal, why protecting yourself felt selfish. I have seen the weight of expectations crushing you. I watched you try to meet demands from every direction, never feeling like you were enough for anyone. I felt the pressure you carried to be perfect for your family, successful in your work, present for your friends, strong in your faith. I heard you whisper, "I am so tired of disappointing people," when you thought no one could hear. I have witnessed your battle with fear that paralyzes you. I saw you lie awake imagining worst-case scenarios. I watched you hold back from opportunities because fear whispered lies about failure. I felt your anxiety spike when facing decisions. I heard you pray for courage while feeling like a coward. I have seen you struggle with your body and health. I watched you battle pain that doctors could not explain or fix. I felt your frustration with limitations that make simple tasks feel impossible. I heard you grieve the life you used to live before illness or injury changed everything. I saw you wonder if healing was possible for you, or if you were forgotten. I have watched you fight invisible battles no one else sees. I saw you smile through depression. I watched you function through anxiety. I felt the exhaustion of pretending you were okay when you were falling apart. I heard you beg for relief from the mental and emotional torment that would not leave you alone. I have seen you wrestle with addiction and habits you cannot break. I watched you promise yourself this would be the last time, only to fall again. I felt your shame spiral deeper with each failure. I heard you wonder if you were too weak, too damaged, too far gone to ever be free. I have witnessed your struggle with purpose and direction. I saw you feel lost in life, unsure of where you are going or why you are here. I watched you question if your life has meaning. I felt your frustration when other people seemed to have clear paths, while yours felt foggy. I heard you cry out, "What is my purpose?" and feel like the answer never came. I have seen you battle with past trauma that will not release you. I watched memories assault you when you least expected it. I felt the weight of experiences you survived but cannot seem to heal from. I heard you wonder if you would ever feel normal again, if the past would ever stop controlling your present, if freedom was truly possible. I have watched you navigate grief that has no timeline. I saw you lose someone irreplaceable and feel like part of you died with them. I felt your anger at death, at life continuing while your world stopped. I heard you wonder how to move forward when all you want is to go back. My child, do not turn away from what I am about to tell you. Every moment you felt alone, I was there. Every tear you cried in secret, I collected. Every prayer you whispered in desperation, I heard. Every burden you carried silently, I felt. When you thought I had abandoned you, I was actually doing my most active work. While you believed I was distant, I was rearranging circumstances you could not see. When you felt I had turned away, I was standing between you and harm you did not know was coming. What you perceived as my silence was actually my protection. I was quiet because words would have interrupted what I was doing behind the scenes. I was still because movement would have revealed plans that needed to remain hidden. I seemed absent because my presence in that season required invisibility to accomplish what you needed most. My beloved, every closed door you encountered was not rejection. It was redirection. I shut doors that would have led you to relationships that would have destroyed you. I closed opportunities that looked beautiful but carried hidden poison. I delayed answers because you were not yet ready to carry the weight of the blessing I was preparing. What looked like betrayal was actually my way of removing people who would have hindered your purpose. When they walked away, I was protecting you from deeper wounds they would have inflicted. When they rejected you, I was sparing you from the pain of discovering their true nature later, when the damage would have been irreversible. Your loneliness was not abandonment. It was preparation. I isolated you not to punish you, but to develop strength that could only be forged in solitude. I removed distractions so you could hear my voice clearly. I created space so I could do deep work that required your full attention. The silence you experienced in prayer was not my absence. It was my trust. I stayed quiet because I was teaching you to walk by faith when you could not see. I withheld immediate answers because I was developing perseverance that would sustain you in seasons to come. I allowed the mystery because the journey itself was transforming you in ways instant answers never could. Your waiting was not wasted time. Every day you felt stuck, I was moving pieces into place. Every moment you felt delayed, I was aligning timing perfectly. Every season you thought was empty, I was filling with preparation you could not yet see. Your financial struggle was not a sign of my displeasure. It was teaching you dependence on me rather than systems of this world. It was stripping away false security so you would learn to trust my provision. It was removing your confidence in what you could see so you would develop faith in what you could not. Your weakness was not disqualification. It was an invitation. When you came to the end of yourself, you created space for my strength to enter. When you admitted you could not do it alone, you positioned yourself to experience power beyond your own. When you stopped pretending to have it all together, you allowed me to be what I have always wanted to be in your life. Every disappointment you faced was a divine redirection. Every person who left cleared space for the right people to enter. Every opportunity that closed protected you from paths that would have derailed you. Every prayer I did not answer the way you asked was answered in a better way you could not yet see. Your suffering has not been meaningless. It has been developing character that cannot be formed in comfort. It has been creating wisdom that only comes through experience. It has been producing empathy that will allow you to help others in ways you never could have, without walking through darkness yourself. The battles you have fought have made you stronger than you realize. The pain you have survived has given you resilience others wish they possessed. The weight you have carried has built spiritual muscle that will allow you to handle blessings others would crumble under. Your story is not over. The chapter you are in right now is not the conclusion. What looks like an ending is actually a beginning. What feels like death is actually the birthing process of something new. What appears to be loss is actually making room for something greater. I have been writing your story all along. Every plot twist had purpose. Every difficult character was developing you. Every painful scene was setting up a breakthrough. The climax is coming, my child, and it will make sense of everything that came before. My child, you remind me of Joseph, who was betrayed by brothers, forgotten in prison, and delayed for years before seeing the purpose of his pain. What looked like abandonment was actually positioning. What felt like punishment was actually preparation. What seemed like delay was actually divine timing aligning everything perfectly. You remind me of David, who was anointed as king but spent years running for his life. The wilderness was not wasted time. It was where he learned to worship in hardship, to trust when nothing made sense, to lead from a place of humility forged by suffering. You remind me of Paul, who begged me 3 times to remove his suffering, and I said no, not because I did not love him, but because my grace was sufficient, because my power was perfected in his weakness, because what he saw as a hindrance I was using as a platform for my glory. My precious child, right now, in this very moment, something is shifting. Heaven is moving on your behalf. Angels are being dispatched. Doors are beginning to open. Chains are starting to break. But I need you to do something. I need you to stop carrying what I never asked you to bear. You have been trying to fix yourself, trying to earn my favor, trying to prove your worth, trying to make things happen in your own strength. Rest. Rest does not mean you are weak. Rest means you are finally trusting that you are not alone. Rest means you are allowing me to be who I have always been. You were never meant to be your own savior. You were never meant to be your own strength. Let me carry what you have been dragging. Let me fight battles you have been losing. Let me provide where you have been striving. Let me heal what you have been trying to fix. You do not have to carry everything anymore. You are allowed to lay things down. You are allowed to stop striving. You are allowed to trust me with outcomes you cannot control. The weight you have been carrying was never mine, and you do not have to carry it one more day alone. My child, there is another truth I must speak. Lies have been speaking to you for so long that you began to believe they were your own thoughts. Those lies did not arrive all at once. They came quietly, patiently, through moments you did not expect to shape you so deeply. People placed labels on you because they could not see your heart. They judged you by a moment, by a mistake, by a weakness you were carrying at the time. They called you difficult when you were hurting. They called you distant when you were protecting yourself. They called you weak when you were exhausted. They called you too much when you were simply being honest. Trauma also spoke into your identity. Pain rewrote how you see yourself. It told you that you were unsafe, unworthy, disposable, broken beyond repair. It taught you to expect loss, to brace for disappointment, to assume rejection before it happens. The enemy took advantage of those wounds. He whispered lies that sounded like your own thoughts. He told you that your value depended on your usefulness, that your worth depended on approval, that your identity depended on success. He convinced you that you were only as good as your last achievement, your last decision, your last performance. But I never called you by those names. I never labeled you by your wounds. I never defined you by your worst moments. I never measured you by what you produce or how well you perform. Long before anyone spoke over you, I named you. Long before pain touched you, I called you mine. Long before you questioned your worth, I delighted in you. Your true identity was established before any lie tried to steal it. You are beloved, not tolerated, not barely accepted. Beloved. I do not love you because you do everything right. I love you because you are mine. My love is not fragile. It does not withdraw when you fail. It does not fluctuate with your emotions. It does not depend on your consistency. You are chosen, not because you outperformed others, not because you proved yourself. I chose you because I desired you. I chose you because I saw who you are becoming. I chose you with intention, not obligation. You are not an afterthought. You were not chosen reluctantly. You were chosen deliberately, lovingly, fully. You are known, fully, deeply, completely. I know your fears, your doubts, your questions. I know the parts of you that feel messy and unfinished. I know the thoughts you never say out loud. I know the battles you fight quietly. And knowing all of that, I still call you mine. Your worth has never been tied to your performance. You do not become more valuable when you succeed, and you do not become less valuable when you fail. You are not an asset to be measured. You are a soul to be cherished. Right now, my child, right now in this very moment, I am closer than you have ever felt me. The warmth you are beginning to sense is my presence surrounding you. The peace that is starting to settle over you is my spirit moving. The hope that is rising in your chest is my voice speaking life over death, light over darkness, truth over lies. Touch my hand. Reach toward me right now. Not physically, but with your heart. Stop guarding yourself. Stop protecting yourself. Stop bracing for disappointment. I am here, and I am not going anywhere. Say this prayer with me. Father, I release the weight I have been carrying. I lay down the burdens that were never mine to bear. I receive your truth about who I am. I am beloved. I am chosen. I am known. I am yours. I trust you with my pain. I trust you with my waiting. I trust you with my future. Heal what I cannot fix. Provide what I cannot produce. Open what I cannot unlock. I am yours, and you are mine. Amen. My beloved child, what you just prayed released something in the spiritual realm. Heaven heard. Angels responded. Your faith, however small it feels, moved my heart. I am moving on your behalf right now. Do not turn away from this moment. Do not dismiss what just happened. Do not go back to old patterns of doubt and fear. You have been seen. You have been heard. You have been answered. Type, Amen, I believe in miracles. If you know I am still moving mountains in your life, share this message with someone who needs to hear it today. Bless others the way I have blessed you. And remember, my child, you are never alone. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. I love you. I have always loved you. I will always love you. This is Jesus, and this is your turning point.